Thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. I really do appreciate it. I mean, Richard, you're going to be facing Jackson Martinez February 13th on ESPN. It's been more than a year since we last saw you. How excited are you to finally just get the chance to finally get back into the ring?
Well, with the COVID and everything, is very hard. And I came in, I was away in Ghana before the lockdown, but I was doing a little bit of training and, we did a bar doing one or two things. So I came back in August and I thought I would have maybe fight before the year end. But, with the COVID and everything, I got a chance to fight in February 13th. So, since then I've been working out and I stayed in the gym and training and looking after myself pretty well, staying safe, in the midst of the COVID. So now finally, thanks be to God, it's over a year, but what can you say? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
finally can't wait. I'm very excited to get back into the ring.
Yeah, it certainly has been a very trying time, a very difficult time for a lot of fighters. As you were preparing the gym and training away, how difficult was it for you to just sort of be training all the time and not really kind of get a chance or get really any real confirmation that you were going to be fighting anytime soon?
Right. I mean, it's hard, but sometimes you have to always you have to accept, whatever nature gives, whatever the word gives. So I'm not in control. Nobody is in control of whatever is happening right now with the pandemic. So it's all about you, just being able to look after yourself and do what you have to do and just wait for the right moment. You know what I mean? So, I've been so patient and because there's nothing I can do with whatever is going on with, So I wait and now I think the right opportunity has come and I'm, I've been training and, taking it easy, not going crazy until I got a day. So I'm very excited to finally get back into the ring after my last fight.
I was seeing on your Twitter that you kind of started calling this fight against Jackson Martinez the road to redemption. You trying to get back into the world title picture and win another world title. When you look at this fight and you look at, again, this road to getting back on top, how motivated are you to sort of now be back as a contender and working your way back up to fighting for another world title?
Yeah, of course, it always has been my plan. Once you fall down, the only way is to get back into the match, you know what I mean? So it has always been, regardless of who I might fight, it always be a redemption to get back to the top. And looking at, Jackson Martinez, you can see he's got a good, he's a good boxer, he's got a nice record, and it's always good to come off, have a chance to fight a guy because you always want to fight the best out there. So there always been an opportunity, it's always been, great to be back, what I mean? Because not many people can do that, and I'm always excited to be back and come back into winning ways and then, and then challenge for another world title, and become a two-time world champion. That's always been the plan. That's always been. So looking forward and looking at what I can achieve, so in the boxing, gives me the motivation, what I mean? Always motivate me. You can do it, what I mean? Regardless of what happens. Yeah. So, I just can't wait. I just can't wait.
During the year that you were not in the ring, was there anything that you kind of looked at yourself as a boxer or your team in general and thought that they maybe needed to be a change, something that you could work on or improve to sort of be a better fighter than the one you were, even as a world champion?
Yeah, as a boxer, we always have to learn. We always, there's always room for improvement. So, what I mean? We made some mistakes. I made some mistakes. So I got, I said, I said how it's like, and then we sat down, we have a look at it, and the mistake that we try to, correct it and move on. And that's it. We always have to learn every day. So it's always been good that you can realize it's the mistake that you did, and then you correct it. But always, like we've been learning, always, try to be a better boxer, try to, what I mean? So it's always great. Now, it's since over a year now, I can only fight to see. Once I get back in the ring again, I will see that okay, what we've been working on for the last couple of months in terms of the adjustment, trying to look good, try something new, some new stuff. Getting back into the ring will let me know that okay, whatever we've worked on so far, I've been able to do, and then we move on from there. So it's always great, and I feel excited to be fighting again. 13th February, after almost over a year layoff.
You in 2021, obviously you're fighting just in February, and it's possible that you could have more bigger fights down the road with a win over Jackson Marinas, who I think a lot of people think is a very good fighter given his last performance against Rolando Romero. With a win over Jackson, do you believe that puts you one step closer or inching closer towards getting another world title fight? Or do you believe that there is still more to be done even after if you win against Jackson Marinas?
Yeah, most definitely. There's a lot more once I win this fight, and I got to win this fight. And once I win it, there's a lot more out there for me to accomplish. And that is the aim. Getting past this fight, even though I'm not overlooking Jackson Marinas, but definitely I'm very confident. I know I'm going to win this fight. Once I win, there's a lot of opportunities out there, and my management are working hard behind the scenes. So, but first things first, you cannot count your chicken when they are not out here, right? So all I got to do is focus on this fight, win this fight, and when I win, there's a lot more. Hopefully, we'll get a chance and fight for, world titles again, and then move on from there. We'll see what the world hope for me, or what God has got in store for me after winning this fight.
What type of fighter should we expect from you come February 13 against Jackson Marinas? You mentioned always having room for improvement, working on limiting those mental mistakes. What type of fighter, how much improvement should we expect from you on February 13th?
I'm going to come for it. The thing is, I'm going to keep on coming, keep my job, and try to do it. If I have to boss, I'll boss. If I have to fight, I'll fight. Everything that a bosser should do, I can boss when I have to boss, I'll boss, and I'll fight when I have to fight. And then, my defense too, I believe I've got I always got a pretty good defense, but the thing is, I haven't really gone into the game for people to see that, people to see the other side of me. So it's always sometimes people only see few of me, and that's it. But yeah, so I pray that this fight, maybe I might be able to exhibit more of what I've got in me, and then people will know that Richard is not only just a puncher or whatever, but he can boss, he can move, he can defend everything too. Yeah.
Is there anyone out there in the lightweight division that you kind of have your eye on and think to yourself, that's a fight I love to have if you do win on TP Marinas?
I want to win I want to win a world title again. So with all the guys that have got a world title now at 135, man, I want any of them. It doesn't really matter. I want to be a world champion again. So to all the guys having world titles there, I'm ready for you guys, man.
And some of those one world champion obviously is Teofimo Lopez, who you fought in your last fight. Is there a part of you that you want that really wants that rematch so you can avenge that loss to Teofimo Lopez?
Yeah, I really do. But I doubt if he's gonna give it to me. If he's gonna give me a rematch, I doubt it. But if you turn around to say, "Oh, Richie, I'm gonna give you," I'll be very, very much grateful. I will be very, very, very much grateful. But let's see what happens. It's not the end of the life. It's not the end of life. He doesn't give it to me. We still move on, and my aim or my what I've put in front of me to achieve won't change if he did give me a rematch. I still want to win another world title, and that is the aim. And I'm working out towards that, and nothing will stop me from achieving that. So it's all about being winning another world title. So first things first. Once God gave me victory over Jackson Marinas, and then we'll see what happens.
Do you have sort of a prediction, or do you have an idea of how you think you're going to win this fight against Jackson Marinas?
Well, I know I'm going to pressure him. used to be try to both smart. I'm gonna put the pressure on him, make sure I'm not giving him no room to do what he got to do, and then definitely I'll win it. Yeah.
Well, Richard, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me. I wish you the absolute best of luck in your career and your fight against Jackson Marinas, February 13th on ESPN. I'm really looking forward to seeing you back in the ring.
Thank you very much. God bless you.